Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. My name is Ben and I am Baldman Gaming, and before we get started, I have a favor to ask you. I want to get better at this YouTube thing, and so if you have any suggestions for me to how to make things more entertaining, more engaging, I would love to do that with you. And so comment down below if you want me to have more commentary, if you want less commentary, if you want me to create more of a story, whatever that is, I would love for you guys to do it. That being said, I am going to do some experimenting, so we're just going to do one race per episode. I think from here on out, we'll see, it might change for at least the foreseeable future, so that we can focus in on a little bit more of the story, have a little bit more fun with Award and Grosjean, and also so that you guys can hear a little bit of more of my thought process throughout the race. There are chapters in the description for you to jump along if you guys want to jump forward just a little bit. As you guys probably remember, in the last race, Award decided to crash in qualifying and in the race, and so we've already had to replace some of these parts, and we have to replace them again. Luckily, I think we're going to have enough time for Montreal, so I'm going to go ahead and get those things started for you. Alright, so our first little bit of research is done, the chassis is done, so now we're going to go and move down to the front wing, which has minor technical changes. Let's go ahead and get into it. I think we're going to go, and I think we've got enough time for 24 days to be able to do just a few more of these. And so, all right, so on our research, I don't care too much about the tire preservation and the airflow sensitivity. Those are going to go up by a little bit, but we're going to try to get as much low speed cornering and air front flow as much as we possibly can to make us better at cornering, which is going to get better lap times, going to get better qualifying, stuff like that. All right, so our monthly affiliate program has given us the driver development, and it looks like Farina has gone up by just a little bit. They've both gone up by just a little bit. I haven't been able to sign anybody quite yet. I am working on that for you guys. And then our own driver development, Pato Award and Romain Grosjean. Whoa, Award goes up by a lot. So Award has gone up by a significant margin, and then we got a little bit of overtaking for Grosjean. All right, and so this is how our training is going to look as well. We're getting just a little bit faster in our pit stops. We're keeping the training the same, so they're not getting better at these things, so we're not making less mistakes, but we are getting faster as we go along. All right, and so just in time for this race, we were able to get everything onto Award. We didn't have to emergency anything, rush anything, or anything like that. And we have a new front wing for both of them, which increased their low speed pretty significantly. We're not making big jumps quite yet, but it did bring it up by like 29, I think was it. If we put it on Pato Award, you see it would go up by 29, dirty air tolerance as well. And so that's what we're going to do here. We've got a new front wing. Hopefully this is going to help us possibly get close to Q number 2. I've been feeling pretty good about how we've been performing, so I think 18 for both is a really good shot. I think we've really got a shot at it. According to this, we're 10th on the grid for car, 20th overall with Grosjean. So I'm hoping a few crashes, something like that, a little luck go our way, and we'll be able to definitely finish above 18th. All right, so you heard that the board is losing a little bit of confidence in us. I think that's hopefully going to light a fire under these boys' booties to make them go just a little bit faster. I'm going to send them out, see what happens here. So confidence lap, and then we're going to be able to run on dry tires for the actual qualifier. So we're going to try to run right in here, so let other people put some rubber down and stuff like that and see what happens. All right, so we just sent our boys on their first real kind of flyer laps here, and so here goes Award around, and then Joe, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We're gonna have to send out Grosjean again. You guys saw that. Joe should be penalized. Award just came 6th though. Award just came 6th. Let's see what happens with Grosjean. And Grosjean is going to go just a little bit faster. Go away. See what he got. He's just a little bit above Joe. We're going to have to make sure that Grosjean comes in and gets at least one more lap. So we're actually not going to have Award go out for another lap because I guess these are returned until Q3 or something like that. I don't know. But we only have 2 softs to play with, so I want to make sure that if he makes it into Q number 2, we have a fresh set of softs for him. Especially when we try to lay down one at the end. And so, but for Grosjean, we're going to go ahead. We're going to replace him with brand new softs here. All right, so here goes Grosjean. I hope that nobody gets in the way of Grosjean on their way out here. Award looks like he's going to get into Q number 2. Grosjean has gone green, 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 green. And he gets into Q2 as well. 11th and 12th. We'll take that. Fantastic job. And looks like, so let's look at the people who got out. Both Kick Saubers, 2 Alpines, a Williams, and a Haas. And and it looks like Magnussen has some penalties as well. 2 Ferraris leading the way so far. 2 RBs are right above us. All right, so my theory is why mess with something that has been really working well for us for the past, honestly, few races. There's been a lot of rain during qualifying. And so let's go ahead, send them out. It looks like other people are starting to come out as well. This is the track detail. This is actually probably as fast as the track is going to be. It looks like everything else is going to be a little bit higher. So we will be setting them out again, but this might be the opportunity for us to set our fastest lap. All right, so as we start our... Oh, no, Award! All right, so Award is locked up into turn 12. I don't know how that's going to affect his lap here or Grosjean's lap. He's going to hold Grosjean up. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We had really kind of one shot at this, and Award has gone and has really messed up. All right, so now we're on the second DRS straight here, and we're going to come on home. Last corner, and Award's going to be P1, and Albon's going to just barely edge out Award. We're going to have to go again. The Mercedes is so much faster than us, too. All right, so I'm pretty frustrated with Award right now. That's just ridiculous. He had such a great opportunity to get really, really fast at this race here, and now we might be starting 15th and 16th. All right, so now we're starting our second flyer. Looks like we're going to have clean air the entire time, and Grosjean already has a faster first stint, and so does Award. Award looks like he's going to improve upon his time, and
you are P16.
Technically, Award improves by 1 spot. All right, so I don't have the greatest weather center, and so at the end, it's going to get pretty fast here, so I need to see what I'm going to see what everybody else is doing, then send them out right after that. So let's see what everybody else does. All right, what's Sainz going out on? All right, so Sainz thinks that he's going to be able to complete a lap on soft, so we're going to copy. We are going to copy, and I think now is the time. I think now is the time. I think it's going to be a little bit drier as we get around than Sainz. I think we're going to time this pretty darn well. Man, we've got a shot. We've got a shot here. All right. So we've got 2 green sectors for Award, 2 green sectors for Grosjean. And Award tops it at 3, and Grosjean is 6th. Q number 3. Mistakes were made by some other people. So the Ferrari is leading the way. Charles Leclerc barely makes it in, but there's no Mercedes. Take a look at that. All right, no Mercedes. The people are out. It's Sergio Perez, the other Mexican. I believe that Award is the best Mexican in this race right now. So Perez is out. Lando is out. George and Hamilton are out. Daddy's Money is out. And then Danny Rick is out as well. And so absolutely fantastic. Well done by us to time that up well. And so hopefully Q number 3, we can get 5 or 6 again. All right, so same strategy here. We're going to send them out, and then we'll look at, at this point, I'm superstitious. At this point, it's a little bit superstitious because I'm like, send them both out, then we'll check the weather. All right, so we've got our weather up. Let's check it out. Let's see how it's going to go. It's going to get faster as we go along. Perfect. So we've got a warm-up lap here, get in, and then it definitely going to soft tires for the very last part of this qualifying. See how much time it takes to get around. Takes about 2-ish minutes. All right, so no later than 2 minutes can we get out for the last little bit here. That's not going to matter that much. We are faster than Sonoda, which I guess is an okay thing. Fast at Albon and Hulkenberg. All right, so here we go. Sending our guys out one more time. Are we the only ones who are going to send them out one more time? It's dry now, guys. It's dry. Oh, there goes Albon. I don't know if Albon's going to make it around, though. All right, so here we go. It's just going to be us three who are going to be on the... Guys, we're going to be on the front row. Oh my goodness, we're going to be on the front row. We're going to be on the front row. There's no way. There's no shot. Award goes 1. Grosjean 2. First pole. I mean, it's a little bit of a cheap first pole. But Team Andretti lockout on the front row. That's fantastic. All right, so the game may or may not be broken when it comes to qualifying in the wet. But we will take it. We'll take it. I don't care. All right, so Award, Grosjean, then Albon. What a weird first 3 that we'll probably never see again. And then championship leader Carlos Sainz and Max Verstappen right afterwards. All right, so I think this is how we're going to do it. We're starting on the front row. We are going to destroy the soft tires. Lap 16 coming in. Then we're going to go on to hards, and we're going to push those hards pretty hard. And then we're going to finish by an aggressive medium stint at the end. Hopefully, we can undercut a bunch. They don't catch up, and maybe we can hold on to points. Guys, we're starting P1 and P2. There we are. We're on the front row. We're on the front. Enjoy it. Soak it in. This is probably not going to happen for the rest of this season. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Let's just enjoy it. Just look at this. Just real fast. Just look. Just look. Let's enjoy. Award leading the race. Grosjean in second. Hopefully at some point that actually does happen where we are. Well, it's not going to hopefully happen. It will happen that we're actually on the front row legitimately instead of using a mechanic in the game that's a little broken. But we're going to enjoy being in first place as long as possible. We're going to cheer for Albon to hold up Sainz and Verstappen and Piastri and all those guys as long as they possibly can. Here we go, y'all. Let's see what we can do.
All right, let's
there it is! And, oh, we've already had an accident! We already hit somebody, guys. We already hit somebody.
Are you okay?
Albon has already been hit. And now he's 2 seconds behind us. Oh, gosh. It didn't take long. It didn't take long for mistakes to be made. Whose fault? That may be ours. I think that's going to be Grosjean's fault. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. This is the first time we're on the front row. We are going to lead the first lap, though, guys. I don't know why I'm on Albon right now, but we are going to lead the first lap of our entire career here at Team Andretti, which is absolutely fantastic. Probably not done the way we thought. But this is going to actually help us be able to probably try to run away from these guys as much as we possibly can in the beginning, so it takes them a little bit longer to catch up to us. At least that's the hope. We've got 3 seconds between us, Albon, and Verstappen. We'll see what the stewards say about if Grosjean actually has the penalty or not. But this is a good sign as well, is that people are starting to already get broken up here as well. Well, hopefully by the time we pit, we have fastest lap right now, guys.
Still saying P1.
Hopefully once everybody starts to pit, once we start to pit, hopefully the field is broken up where it's going to be a little bit easier to pick through, and we'll have some battery and some ERS to help us out. And obviously our DRS being 7th on the grid will also help us quite significantly as well. So let's just sit back. Let's relax a little bit. I've got my kitty with me. And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We're just chilling out in first place right now. Verstappen got by Albon. Not great. Let's be honest, that's not great. Verstappen's going to be honest by the beginning of lap 4, but hopefully he can hold Sainz up a little bit. Let's see what Albon can do. All right, come on, Albon. Clutch up for us, baby. Clutch up for us. I know we hit you. I know that's most likely our fault. I know we hit you. Get over. Do not let Sainz by. Albon, what is wrong with you? We know that this is going to happen, guys. We knew this was going to happen. And so now Albon is going to try to hold up Oscar Piastri. So Piastri's going to try to get past Albon here. Not going to happen, so he's going to hold him up too. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So now we've got Grosjean leading the race. O'Ward was in first, and now we're gonna fight with each other. Do not crash each other. Do not crash each other. Thank goodness. But Max Verstappen has already caught the back of us. I said by the beginning of lap 4, it took the middle of lap 3 for Max to catch us. That's a little ridiculous. Grosjean is gonna most likely go right by O'Ward again. Do not crash each other. Do not crash each other. I'll be so mad. Do not crash each other. Thank you. Verstappen is right there. Let's see if he's going to be able to do anything. It's okay. You don't need to pass him. Ooh, I forgot. Okay, so now we've emptied the battery out. Now we're going to have to save a little bit. We're going to run through as much fuel as we can here as well. Verstappen is now catching us here, and I am hoping Albon continues to fall back with the damage. But we're now creating a train behind us. Ooh, good block, O'Ward. Good block. Do not let him go up the inside. Do not let him go up the inside. Do not let him do this to us. Do not let him do this to us. Do not crash each other. All right, here we go. There we go. So now they're going to just flip-flop places, hopefully keeping Max and Sainz behind us, because now Sainz is right next to Max Verstappen. I feel like we need to keep the fuel on until Max passes us. Ooh, Max was not... I thought Max was going to go for it there. I do think that it's not going to take very long because we're going to run out of soft tires very, very quickly. And it looks like they're kind of pushing hard on mediums. We'll see what happens. But he's been passed by all these guys, and now we're just making a big, long train behind us. And we're just looking through Max's eyes. Somebody get over. Cover off Max. Cover Max off. Do not let him go down the inside on you. You morons. You morons! You've got to cover where Max is! Jeez Louise. And we got passed by... Oh, I thought we got passed by Sainz real quick. Here comes Carlos Sainz. And so I say that, and now we're going to get passed by Carlos Sainz, and there goes Grosjean. So Grosjean cut off the fuel. Cut off the fuel and just kind of ride along. Now you're just along for the ride, and O'Ward continues to lead the race. Continues to lead the race here in front of Max and Sainz. And Max is going to catch DRS off of O'Ward. He's going to look to the inside of O'Ward, and O'Ward's going to shut the door, baby. Shut the door. And he's not going to be able to accelerate out of that corner enough. All right, so we've at least got first for this turn. We'll kind of see after this. What I'm really hoping is that Grosjean can keep up with because of DRS. I think if we can keep up because of DRS, that would be best case scenario, and then we can try to undercut everybody. All right, so Max is going to switch to the outside, and Max is going to brake a little bit later. He's going to go down, and he's going to take away first place, and he's going to have DRS, and he might walk away from us now. All right, I'm going to make sure with O'Ward, we're going to keep the fuel on for just a little bit longer, make sure O'Ward is able to keep up with Max, and then he's just going to get dropped out of DRS range, isn't he? He's going to get dropped out of DRS range, isn't he? All right, then let's back up Sainz. All right, out of DRS range, let's back up Sainz so that Grosjean can keep getting DRS. All right, so Grosjean now has DRS. Piastri has a mechanical fault. Sainz is going to look to the inside of O'Ward. He's going to brake, and O'Ward's going to shut the door. And we're going to continue to back everybody up. And that's really going to benefit our guy Grosjean. So the Mexican is keeping everybody behind him, which is fantastic. He's going to get passed here by Carlos Sainz most likely. But I hope, like, it's killer if they pass on this part of the DRS straight. Good job moving over. That wasn't a block at all. That wasn't a block. He didn't block, and it's not gonna help. You just switch back. It's not gonna help. And now we have our guys back in line again, and so hopefully we can keep Leclerc behind us and Perez behind us and just continue to back the field up. Oh, here goes Grosjean. Grosjean's going up the inside of O'Ward. I wasn't expecting that. And Grosjean is going to have DRS on O'Ward here because the checkpoint, the DRS check is all the way back at the exit of the last turn. And now Leclerc is going to pull right up to the back, to the rear wing of O'Ward. He's going to brake really late on his tires, and he's probably going to get past O'Ward. He's going to fall back into O'Ward's slipstream, going to move back to the outside. And he's going to look to brake a little bit later than Award, and he does so, and he's going to line up right behind Grosjean. So this isn't quite working out the way that we've wanted to so far. I wanted to keep our guys connected together because that was really going to help us be able to kind of back a lot of these guys up. And so actually Grosjean making that pass caused Sainz to end up passing him later. And so we've got to have a little bit more situational awareness. I know we want to beat our teammate Grosjean, but we do need to make sure that we are blocking everybody else from being able to have a good day against us. All right, so we're going to get DRS on Leclerc now. I don't mind that. I don't mind somebody being in front of us and us getting a tow the entire time. It's the challenge of keeping up with them. And Award's actually going to try to make the pass on Charles Leclerc. And Charles Leclerc is playing good defense. That might be blocking, though. I'm just saying that was pretty darn close to blocking. That's gonna set up Perez to be able to just take Grosjean. Award.
He has DRS.
All right, and here comes Perez. Perez is going to pull the inside. Perez might attempt the double pass here. And as Award completes the pass, he's going to move to the outside. And Perez, oh, we shut the door right on Perez. And we're going to have some more DRS as well. And hopefully he doesn't fall victim to Oscar Piastri. Perez is going to pull to the outside. Going to brake just a touch later. Nope, not quite. And Award is going to shut the door. The two Mexicans are fighting it out. All right, here comes Perez. Perez was thinking about going down the inside, but he decided not to. And now Award, Perez is going to have DRS on Award. Let's see what happens. He's going to go, and he's going to brake a little bit later than Award, and he's going to get right by Award. This is going okay.
Let's focus.
I mean, obviously, we'd like to be farther up. I don't think our car is good enough for that, but it is going okay that we are falling back in line. We're getting towed a little bit by people's DRS, and we're not losing a lot of spots very quickly. So here's my hope: is that I hope by like the time we decide to pit, we're not out of points quite yet. Why'd you go? Why did you just let that up? You had the inside. Take the inside, bud. And I think I'm going to pick Grosjean 1 or 2 laps later. I don't know yet. I think we're going to... Yeah, let's pick Grosjean. Let's just keep our tire strategy. Let's pick Grosjean at 15. And then we'll have Award continue to follow Perez and get tugged along by Perez for an extra lap. I think that's the right play. As Award's going to look to the outside of his compatriot. He is not going to go for the pass there, but instead he is going to get a good run, and he's going to look to the inside of Perez on the next turn, but the outside of the next turn after that. And so Award is going to let Perez go. He's just going to let Perez go. He's not going to risk the crash. I don't mind that. All right, and so this time we have barely caught DRS off of Perez, and I think that's going to be it for the DRS on Perez. We've got this lap and next lap for Grosjean, and then Award is going to be about 2.5 laps until we get off of the soft tires. So I do think that because we're going on top up, we are going to let Norris by. There goes Lando. And now we have DRS off of, I mean, technically still off of Award, but that shouldn't let Lando go by Award on this straight here. And then we're going to, Lando's also probably going to get the run on Award right there. And so we probably need to take it off of Award, unfortunately. But Grosjean's going to get DRS for his final lap, for the final little bit of this lap, and then he's going to come into the pits, and we're going to see how our pit stops are going.
He has DRS.
So DRS, Sonoda is also going to have DRS. Everybody down the line until Piastri gets there is going to have DRS. And there goes Grosjean into the pits, diving into the pits. And Sonoda is slowly creeping up on Award, but is not able to get there. And so Award's going to maintain 6th place. And so here we go into the pits. Let's see. Fast pit stop, fast pit stop, fast pit stop. No mistakes. There we go. 2.8. Not great. Not great, not terrible.
Just watch out for traffic at the pit. You got it.
And so now we are going to be 17th. Magnussen has dove into the pits. Can we stay in front of Ocon? It looks like just barely no. Just barely no. That's okay. I guess that's Gasly. That's in front of us. And so we should be able to catch Gasly pretty quickly. We're going to get it off of top up, back to normal. Trying to get Grosjean's tires up to temp here. So here comes O'Ward down the pit lane. Fast pit stop, fast pit stop, fast pit stop. 2.5, better than Grosjean's. Not perfect, but definitely better than Grosjean's. I do think that Grosjean is going to pass him. We'll see. O'Ward's coming out right now. Grosjean is going around the turn. They're going to come out basically together. Technically, O'Ward is in front of Grosjean by just by about a second or something like that.
Got 1.6.
And we're still trying to warm up Grosjean's tires. These tires we're having a big issue trying to warm up tires right now. More people are hopping into the pits, and so it looks like Bottas and Ocon, and we're starting to catch Gasly a little bit on the second part of that lap. So now that we've got our tires up to temps, we're now going to be able to start reeling people in a little bit. All right, so I think Grosjean is going to get by O'Ward right here. Albon is now diving into the pits. But the next one, we're both going to be able to possibly pass O'Ward. And so here comes Grosjean down the front straight. And hopefully we don't get held up by Gasly too much here. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to get right by Pierre Gasly, O'Ward. We are going to go ahead, throw on deploy. And that's going to help us go right by Gasly, as I don't think Gasly is going to have DRS. And so there we go. And now O'Ward is right up next to Gasly. Dang it, that's not good. All right, so now we just need Grosjean to start really getting away from Pierre Gasly, as now O'Ward's going to look up to go up the inside of Pierre Gasly. There we go. So we're not held up too much by Pierre. And we're going to get some DRS off of Grosjean. And that's going to help O'Ward be able to keep up with them. Let's look at lap times right now. Let's see if we're making time up on this next lap now that we've gotten our tires in. It looks like some people we are going faster than, but others like Max Verstappen, Sainz, and Perez, we are not. As we go by, 1924 is going to be faster than some people's. O'Ward went 18.85, and so there is speed to be had. We did get held up by Gasly just a little bit. Now that we have clean air and all we're doing is trading places back and forth with each other, hopefully that's going to help us be able to catch the back of the pack. All right, so more people are pitting in. Alonso has a pit issue. So now we're catching Piastri, who has not pitted. Everybody in front of us has not pitted. And so I think 18 seconds away from Piastri, we're going to come out in front of Piastri. And it's more about can we get enough time on these tires to come out in front of Russell and then try to hold Russell up again and start the train again. All right, so here comes the moment of truth. We have Norris, Tsunoda, and Russell all in the pits. Grosjean has DRS on O'Ward, and it looks like he's going to try to go up the inside of O'Ward, and he's going to be able to make the pass. But this is where we're really going to see if this has worked, and I don't think it has. I don't think that it has. I think that maybe we needed to go with the medium tire instead of the hard tire. So the undercut has not worked, at least on the hard tire. So I think next time we need to go medium. We can't be that far behind them. All right, so Piastri has now dove into the pits, and we now have 10th place. So we now have 10th place. We are getting, Tsunoda is pulling away from us, but Piastri has come out behind us, and he is on some soft tires. So Daniel Ricciardo has now caught us, and Grosjean does not have DRS, but he did get great acceleration out of that corner, and so he's going to hold on to 11th place. Hamilton is still not going quite faster than us quite yet. I do expect him to do that because he is on some soft tires. But the problem is a lot more of these guys are now on softs. They're going to come in and pit before us, and they're going to then undercut us. Man, I really wish we went on mediums. I think that was the correct move. All right, so Danny Ricciardo is going to try to make it on lap 26. Danny Ricciardo is going to try to make a move, and he's not able to. The door is shut once again, and we're really able to back up the field from 10th all the way to 15th is the train behind us. Oh, and somebody's coming up. Alonso's coming up right beside Danny Ricciardo, and Danny Ricciardo is going to get past. Fantastic by Alonso. Wait, do they have different sounds? The different engines have different sounds? Okay, who has a Ferrari engine? Who has a Ferrari engine? They all have different sounds. That's wonderful. Wow. All right. I mean, that's not really the point of this video, as we are going to go 2 wide, 2 by 2, 2 by 2 by 2. And Danny Ricciardo is going to take it right back from Alonso. And then we're going to shut the door. We're going to still be 2 wide, entering into the next little sector here. And everybody is going to have DRS on award. Let's see what happens. And Danny Ricciardo is going to have better DRS than the Aston Martin. But both of those guys are not going to be able to catch Team Andretti. Alonso's going to move to the outside, and we're starting to get past. We're starting to get past. Alonso got by Award, and Grosjean is right there now, and Alonso is on soft tires. And so we're going to need a amazing run by our guys here, and it looks like, oh, I thought Alonso was going to try to take Grosjean for just a second here, and now he's going to take Grosjean. So there goes Alonso, and there goes the points. Danny Ricciardo has the inside on Grosjean. Grosjean's fighting hard, and Grosjean's able to get by him. So we're now on lap 33, and we've been able to stay in front of everybody so far, except for Alonso. Alonso's gotten away, and now he's almost 4 seconds up the road. But at some point, his tires are going to go bad, and we're going to be able to probably make up some time on him. So I'm not, like, incredibly concerned about it. But we're pretty consistently slow. We are very consistently slow, and so at some point, I do fear that Danny Ricciardo is going to be able to get us. There's a yellow flag. What's going on? Yellow flag. Another car is spun. Who spun? Be somebody in the top 10.
Watch out for yellow.
Ocon spun. Let's watch Ocon spin. And Esteban Ocon, oh, just loses the back end. Yeah, he just loses the back end. And now he is all the way back to 22nd. But yeah, this is... And here comes Grosjean going around Award here, and there goes Award. There goes Grosjean around Award, and then let's look at the intervals. And Danny Ricciardo is going to try to brake late on Award, and Award's going to have the inside too this next turn, and Award's going to make it out. And just a handful of laps later, you can see that Alonso has now... oh, what a move! A switchback by Danny Ricciardo. He's been having such trouble behind Grosjean and Award the entire time. It doesn't look like we are going to catch Alonso. He's just too fast. Even on his bad softs, he's just too fast. And so now we've got to keep up and try to stay in front of Danny Rick here. And I'm not sure if that's what's going to happen. Danny Rick gets a good run out of that turn, and he's going to have DRS. And I think that's going to be it for Danny Ricciardo. He's going to go and drive away from us now. All right, Alonso has dove into the pits. We have been lapped, by the way. We have been lapped, and so Award is up there actually dealing with some of the leaders. And we have let Danny Ricciardo kind of go up from us a little bit, but that's only because we're starting to get lapped by people. So this is the part of the race that is going to get a little difficult, a little bit harder as we're going to start getting lapped. We're going to get blue flag. We're going to be told to move over. Some of these guys like Danny Rick are going to be able to stay out in front of us for a little bit longer than we would like. So we're coming out of the pits with Romain Grosjean 2.7. We are P14, so we went from P11 or 12 to P14. We are in 10th right now, but Award's about to come in for his pit stop, so he's going to end up probably behind Grosjean. A 2.532 on that pit stop. Award looking great. And Grosjean is going to pass Award. There it is. And so we're hoping to stay in front of Piastri, and we should be able to do that. Oh, Grosjean did not pass Award. Well, now he did. I say all of that, and he's about to pass him. And he's not quite able to. So we're going to throw Award on attacking as well to get those tires as warmed up as quickly as we can. And then we're going to go on the hunt for Hulkenberg. And we'll see what we can do from there. I mean, Danny Rick and Alonso. Alonso's on worse tires, so is Hulkenberg. Danny Rick is going to run out of tire a little bit before us. Let's see what we can do on these mediums. All right, so now it's at lap 55, and we've made zero progress on Hulkenberg.
Car behind is Piastri.
Zero progress. Piastri is, being a nuisance. There's 15 laps to go. We're 9 seconds behind Hulkenberg. We have not been making any time up. And Hulkenberg has lost 8 seconds to Danny Rick and Alonso. At this point, what we need is a little bit of a lucky break. We need a yellow flag to be able to get anywhere close to points. All right, with 10 laps to go, so 5 laps ago, we were about 8 to 9 seconds behind Hulkenberg. Now we are 4.4, and so it is very possible for us to start catching Hulkenberg, catch Hulkenberg here. Everybody else's tires are going by the wayside. Everybody else's tires are going to be pretty significantly trashed. We're going to start going attacking here at the end, and we're going to try to catch Hulkenberg and get rid of Piastri. And I think Award has just locked up. We're going to go ahead and throw the fuel off here. Award, we're going to have you just kind of limp home. We are 6 seconds in front of Piastri, so we have been able to ditch Piastri, and now Grosjean has possibly caught Hulkenberg. So we are now in range where we can use a little bit of battery to try to catch Hulkenberg for the next DRS zone. And then hopefully by then we'll be able to then pass him, and we'll be able to take home 12th and probably 14th. All right, and so we have finally caught up to Hulkenberg, and we are making it past Hulkenberg. We're going to go around the outside of Nico Hulkenberg. We're going to try to go for the switchback, I think. We do have DRS, so DRS on Hulkenberg. And now it's about getting past him, maybe on this straight, being aggressive. Be aggressive, be aggressive, be. Come on! I was being a cheerleader for you. All right, so Grosjean now trying to get past Hulkenberg on this straight here, and it should happen now. And there we go. We are now past Nico Hulkenberg, and we have 12th. And then Award has been able to make up a little bit of time on Nico over the past lap or so, and so we might be able to get 12th and 13th if we are able to drive away from Nico. All right, so let's see. We are just barely, we're going in and out of the DRS, and we would have DRS by now with Award. We do not have DRS with Award. And meanwhile, Hulkenberg and Grosjean are just flip-flopping places. Hulkenberg currently has the DRS on Grosjean. And this is our second to last lap here. 2 laps remaining. And Award continues to fall further and further behind. And so let's just get you to the finish, Award. You don't really have a shot. But Grosjean has a shot at 12th. And Nico Hulkenberg looks like he's going to pass him right here, though. That's going to make the job a lot harder. And so Grosjean gets passed by Nico. And now we are going to, and Nico's still going to have his rear wing open. We're barely going to get DRS on Nico Hulkenberg. Carlos Sainz has won again. Charles Leclerc looks like he's going to come in second, and Max Verstappen is going to come in fourth. So Grosjean just has a little bit of DRS for Nico Hulkenberg. And now we're going to throw on our battery to see if we can get right back into range of Nico. It's not going to happen, guys. It's not going to happen. Nico Hulkenberg is going to take home 12th place. We are not going to have DRS. We could not set ourselves up well enough for DRS this time. And so there we go. Well, actually, I say all of that, and we're starting to catch the back of the Haas, switch back to the outside, and let's pause. We're going to be aggressive. All right, be aggressive here, and we're going to pass Nico Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg's going to try to fight back, and we're going to have the battery to get it done, and there it is. We're going to get P12. All right, so Carlos Sainz has won it for Ferrari. Charles Leclerc in second, and Lando Norris having a great day coming in third. Max Verstappen is one place off the podium. And here's what that does for the driver standings. Carlos Sainz continues to pull away from Verstappen, and Lando Norris has overtaken Max Verstappen. Lando has 1 win on the season. Carlos has 6. And Verstappen has brought home the other 2. For the constructors, that also means that Ferrari has taken a massive lead as Piastri was not able to finish with points for McLaren, and so McLaren is getting actually coming back to Red Bull just a little bit, but Ferrari continuing to pull away in the Constructors' Championship. I'm going to leave you guys with this. Pato Award is now a 79, which is fantastic. He is now better than Logan Sargent. We've got a few new parts that have come in for Spain. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you guys like this content, like and subscribe down below. I would really appreciate that. Share it with a friend. But as always, peace out and God bless.